Hello students, welcome to all in video classes of English grammar. Today I have brought video classes which is taken from your English grammar book, and this video classes is beneficial for class 6 and 7. In this video we will discuss about the first chapter of English grammar book, and our first chapter is nouns. But before describing about the nouns, we will know about the parts of grammar. Some students know about the parts of grammar, but some students don't know about the parts of grammar. So I also want to describe about the parts of grammar. How many parts of grammar? So there are 5 parts of grammar which is mentioned on the board. First is orthography. Orthography means पढ़ विचार, in which we study the alphabet. All we know that some students who starts from the beginning to learn something in English. So first of all, those students start from the orthography. वे क्या सीखते हैं? तो orthography means वर्ण विचार, and in orthography we will study the alphabet. Already you know the alphabets. How many are alphabets and how many are letters in alphabet? There are 2 questions. कुछ क्वेश्चन ऐसे होते हैं, हाउ मेनी आर अल्फाबेट, जैसे कोई कुछ पूछता है तो आप कहते हैं 26, बट स्टूडेंट जानते हैं कि आपके गले में कितने माले होते हैं? एक माला होता है. एक माले में कितने छोटे छोटे दाने को गूंथा जाता है, बट माला कितना होता है? ओनली 1. सो जस्ट लाइक हाउ मेनी आर लेटर्स इन अल्फाबेट, तो 26, एंड हाउ मेनी आर अल्फाबेट, तो ओनली 1, क्योंकि एक अल्फाबेट होता है और वर्णों का समूह होता है. नाउ सेकंड part is etymology. It means subjecet. In this part we study the parts of a speech, noun to interjection, and our the first chapter is noun. So noun is the part of the etymology. Third is syntax, subjecet. 4 is punctuation, चिन्ह विचार, and prosody at last, छंद विचार. So the second part of grammar which is implied, which is taken the noun chapter. So we will know about the etymology, and noun is the taken from etymology. So noun, students, nouns, we know that what is noun. Noun means संज्ञा. So what is noun? So a noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing, etc. In this world everything is noun which we can see. Suppose that in my hand, what is this? This is a marker. It means it has a name, so we are calling it is a marker. So in this world everything is noun. We can say in another way the naming words are called noun. We can also say in another way a noun is the name of anything. यानी किसी भी वस्तु को हम क्या कहते हैं? नाउन कहते हैं. So everything has a name, so we call noun. Now on the basis of its classification, we can see on the basis of classification there are 2 classification of nouns. First classification and second classification. In classification first there are 5 kinds of noun. First is common noun, second is proper noun, third is collective noun, fourth is material noun, and fifth is object noun. In second classification there are 2 types of noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. So one by one we will know what is common noun, what is proper noun, what is collective noun, what is material noun, what is object noun. Okay students, first kind is common noun. First of all we will know about the first kind of a noun. It is a common noun. Students, what is common noun? So a general name of a thing, a place, an animal, it is called common noun. It means जातिवाचक संज्ञा. A noun which indicates about the common noun. What is common? The general name means class. Class means a jati word. यानी a noun which indicates about the class of a person, animal, or a thing is called common noun. For example, girl. Girl is a class. Class means एक जाति. Suppose that in human beings there are 2 classes, boys and girls. 2 तरह की क्लास होते हैं ह्यूमन बीइंग्स में. एक गर्ल्स का होता है, बॉयज का होता है. सो अ नाउन व्हिच इंडिकेट्स अबाउट अ क्लास दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉमन नाउन. फॉर एग्जांपल गर्ल. एंड इन जस्ट लाइक प्लेसेस या इन थिंग्स, वो भी क्लास होता है। स्वरूप का एक अलग, मैन, मोबाइल, यानी जब तक इसमें कोई स्पेसिफिक नेम नहीं आता है दैट इंडिकेट्स स्पीच अबाउट द क्लास, दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉमन नाउन। इन प्रॉपर नाउन, प्रॉपर नाउन मींस व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा, अ पर्टिकुलर नेम ऑफ अ पर्सन, a place, an animal or thing is called proper noun. Particular name just is the opposite of common noun, which indicates about the particular. Suppose that girl is a class, but there is no name of girl, but someone tells Rani, Lakshmibai, झांसी, या जो भी नाम अगर कोई व्यक्ति कहता है, कविता, that is a particular name. In just like in boys, Ram is a particular name. India is a name of country. Patna is a name of a city. So a noun which indicates about a particular thing, that is called proper noun. And more important thing, a proper noun always starts with capital letter. Suppose that when you have to write the sentence Ram goes to Patna, so Ram will be a starts with capital letter. कहीं भी हम लिखेंगे तो capital letter में ही होगा क्या, proper noun. Now third number, collective noun. It means समूहवाचक संज्ञा, and a group of places, a group of persons, a group of animals, which indicates about a group of something, that is called collective noun. Suppose that in class there are boys and girls both, दोनों होते हैं boys और girls. So दोनों को मिलाकर there is a collective, यानी there is a group, that is called class. एक समूह होता है, just like in market. Whenever we go to the market, then there are many types of people in markets, but there is a name of a group, market. Just like people means there is a group of persons. Team, suppose that Indian team has 11 players of cricket, but 11 players है पर team कितना है, only one. So एक group का समूह होता है team. So collective noun means which indicates about a group of things, places, animals, etc. that is called collective noun. Material noun, द्रव्यवाचक संज्ञा, यानी a noun that indicates, denotes about the material thing. Material means क्या होता है, food items, liquid items, जैसे खाने वाले पदार्थ हुए, पीने वाले पदार्थ हुए, यानी we can say in only one word, luxurious thing. एक शब्दों में अगर कहना हो तो luxurious things are called material noun, जो हम अपने जीवन में डेली यूज करते हैं, स्पेशली करके उसमें लिक्विड थिंग्स होता है, फूड आइटम्स, जस्ट लाइक गोल्ड, ग्लास, वुड, मिल्क, which we can't count, जिसे हम गिन नहीं सकते हैं. And fifth number, object noun, and भाववाचक संज्ञा, and a noun which refers to a thing that doesn't exist, जो उनका अस्तित्व दिखाई नहीं देता है, but only we can feel, केवल हम उसे महसूस कर सकते हैं कि he is an honest person, यानी हम केवल फील कर सकते हैं कि वो आदमी क्या है, बहुत ईमानदार है. So example, honesty, love, hate, time. We can't see, but only we can feel. Now students, some words are which are used in grammar, noun also and verb also, just like water. Water is a noun, but in English grammar water is used as noun and verb also. Suppose that the gardener is watering the plants, कि माली क्या कर रहा है, पौधों में पानी दे रहा है. It means here water is a verb, but water अभी just हम एग्जांपल में पढ़ेंगे water क्या है, यह noun भी है. Suppose that address is पता, address is a noun, but someone who say कि I am going to address him, मैं उसको पता लगाने जा रहा हूँ. So address is used as noun also and verb also. And next, shop, S-H-O-P. Shop means क्या होता है, दुकान. It is also a noun, but ये अभी verb रूप में इस्तेमाल होता है. Suppose that you ask your mother, where are you going? तुम कहाँ जा रही हो? तो आपकी मॉम क्या करती है, शॉपिंग करने, यानी it means वहाँ क्या यूज होता है, verb. So some words are which are used as noun also and verb also. Now next. Okay students, now we will know about the classification second. What is classification second? There are two types of noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. Now, countable noun. What is countable noun? It means very simple, that can be counted, जिसे गिना जा सके. That is called countable. For example, a boy, a cat, a flower. It means we can count. यानी हम गिन सकते हैं कि एक लड़का, एक बिल्ली and एक flower. Countable noun can be singular or plural both. Singular भी हो सकता है, plural भी हो सकता है. जैसे a boy, a cat, a flower, etc. या इसको हम boy भी कर सकते हैं, but we can count. गिन सकते हैं how many are boys there. वहाँ कितने लड़के हैं. Uncountable यानी that cannot be counted, जिसे हम नहीं गिन सकते हैं. That is called uncountable. For example, water. क्या water को काउंट कर सकते हैं? No. Milk, air, etc. And that cannot be counted. That is called uncountable. So it is very simple to know about the countable and uncountable. Now it is very important to know about the singular noun and plural noun. And how can we make singular to plural? So some rules are, so you can understand easily. Now first we also know that singular or plural noun. What is singular noun and plural noun? So a noun that indicates one person, one thing, one animal, that is called singular noun. जो noun किसी एक चीज को indicate करता है, that is called singular. And what is plural noun? A noun that denotes about more than one person, one person thing, यानी एक से अधिक चीजों को जो indicate करता है, that is called plural noun. For example, boy is singular and here boys. So यह वर्ड कैसे boy से boys बनेगा? So there are some rules to make the singular to plural. First rule is very simple. Generally it is very generally that we add s at the ending of the letter and the word becomes plural. ये generally नहीं, हमें किसी words के last में s add कर देते हैं, that word makes plural. But some specific rules are which are given. First rule, we add es where es कहाँ ऐड करते हैं? The words which ends the last letter of that words which ends ch, sh, o, s, double s, x, and those words which end just like ch, sh, o, s, double s, x, then after that we add es. and at last हम क्या ऐड करते हैं? और अगर लास्ट लेटर वैसा हो तो es. For example, dish. What is last letter? sh. And sh is given here. So sh and we add es and it will be plural. Dishes. यानी dish word के लास्ट में sh है, es ऐड किए, so वह क्या होगा? dishes and plural. Now ostrich. What is the last letter? ch. Just like we add here and it will be ostriches. Mango. What is the last letter? O. So we add here es and it will be mangoes. Now students, now there is an exceptional in this rule, just like piano, photo. The last letter is O. But what is the rule saying? If the last letter is O, then we have to use es. But in this case, there is an exceptional. Piano and photo are exceptional word in which we add only s. यानी s and it will be plural pianos and photos. So remember this. Now next rule is some words which in consonant letter and some words which end by y and before y there is a consonant, then we add es. Our last letter y हो and before y consonant letter हो a e i o u को छोड़कर, then we add es to make plural. Just like baby. What is the last letter? Y. And before y what is this? Consonant. So here we replace the y into I and b a b. Y replaced into I and what will be add? Es and it will be babies. So baby will be converted into babies. Just like ct. What is the last letter? Y. And before y t is consonant. So ct y replaced into I and es add here and cities. Now it will be Also, there will be exceptional in this case, just like last letter Y. But before Y, if there will be vowel, then after that we add S only. Keys, just like monkey, last letter Y, and before Y, what is here? E, vowel. So only add here S. So remember the rule. The word is ends by Y, and before Y there will be consonant. Then add es, and some words which end by Y and before Y there will be vowel, then also we add their s. Now next formula, some words which ends in f, fe, then f or fe replace into ves, and some words which ends by fe. In this word, what is the last letter? Fe, just like fe. So fe को replace किसमें करेंगे? ves में. k and I and fe replace into knives. Knife means chaku, and it will be plural knives. Now wife. What is the last letter? fe, and fe replace into ves and wives. So we can change the singular into plural just like according to this formula. Now next formula is some words we don't change. Some words are both in situations, singular and plural situations. They are the same. Sheep word, hair, deer, and these words are exceptional, which are best just like singular also and plural also word. And sheep, hair, deer, these words can't be changed. Now last, changing inside. Some words are which are changed inside. अंदर उसको हम बदलते हैं. some vowels क्या हो जाते हैं? बदल जाते हैं. उनका कोई रूल नहीं होता है, बट भी बदल जाते हैं. So man, इसको अगर plural change करना तो what is the inside letter? A. A is a vowel. So what will be plural of man? Men. M-E-N. So A change into E. Tooth. So what is the inside letter? Double O, vowel. So what will be the plural of tooth? To teeth. So these are some formulas to change the singular into plural. Remember the all formulas, and on this basis make the exercise question. I hope you all will be enjoyed to watch this video. Thank you.